What's going on, guys? It's me, the guy in the video. I'm making this video because I want to talk about the PBE test server and the experience that a lot of people have been having. Now, if you don't know me, I've played TFT since set 1. I even played this game professionally for 2 years as a content creator and as a very low-level pro player, but I could qualify for the regional tournaments, but I wasn't very good. But anyway, so that is my experience with the game. I'm very experienced with the game and the PBE server, and I am just now jumping back in because, you know, I might try to compete this year, and I'm definitely going to make a lot of content because the new set is looking pretty hype. Now, if you've played on the PBE server lately, you've probably not gotten to play any games, or maybe gotten to play one game. The game that you guys are seeing me play right now is the one game that I got into the server and was able to play some games. I had a good time. I don't even know if I got to complete this game. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I don't even remember. But the point is, the test server is struggling. And I knew this would happen. This is pretty obvious. The set is super hype, and this is going to happen. What I want to talk about today is I think a lot of people, I've seen the discourse on Twitter start to get quite negative. It was very positive. Now it's starting to get quite negative against the developers. And I just wanted to talk about this because I think if you're one of those people who are sending angry messages or writing angry things to the developers on Twitter, you're pretty delusional and kind of a crybaby. But that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. It's probably just a situation with your expectations are not in line with reality. So I'd like to explain reality. I'm not trying to talk down to you guys, but you're simply being delusional crybabies if you're really upset about the PBE server. So let's talk about what the PBE server actually is and what a beta actually is. So you are right to feel upset that that you're not getting to play the game. I want to play the game. I can't play the game. I'd rather play the game, but I can't play the game because the servers can't handle all the millions of players across the world that want to play the game on a single global beta server. Now, let me explain what a normal beta is like. So if you're going to play a game like Diablo 4, the Diablo 4 beta, they're heavily going to promote that beta on the main socials of their Twitter, of their YouTube, of their Facebook. If young people use Facebook anymore, I don't know. But the point is, they're going to mass promote on all of their socials, on everything, because they want people to come in and test their game, to give them feedback, and to test their live server apparatus. So if you're playing the Diablo 4 beta or the Diablo server slam, you are playing a version of the game that is on their servers that will go live with the game. That is very different than what the PBE server is. The PBE server is not something promoted to have everyone come and test. It is something that is put out there so that the developers can get some data back and that some people can try the game. If you notice on the TFT socials, I'd be very surprised. I haven't checked right now, but I'd be so surprised. I've never seen it ever promoted that, hey, come play on the PBE. That is only something for people who follow Mortdog, which is most people. But the point of me explaining this is the servers that you're playing on the PBE server is not the servers that maintain the live game. So Riot is not going to build this massive server apparatus that can handle millions of people across the world. It's a global server, millions of people across the world to play for 2 weeks on the test server, which is completely not even needed. It is not a sound business decision. It doesn't make any sense to build this massive server apparatus for this. Maybe they will in the future because Riot sometimes does things that is going to lose them money in the short term, but can curry favor with the community. Maybe that's something they would do. And Mortdog even said, something extreme might have to happen for them to fix this, and maybe it would happen for them to create a server that could handle millions of players for a 2-week period before the game goes live. But don't expect that. Don't expect that. If the servers aren't working, it's because it's a public beta test server. And it is not made to handle all these people globally. And it is very unlikely that it will be fixed because it just doesn't make any sense from a business perspective for Riot. They're not going to lose out on anything if the game is good and it goes live and the servers don't explode. Now, in 2 weeks, if the live servers can't handle everyone who wants to play, then by all means, be super upset. Don't send personal DM angry messages to Mortdog, but you can be upset and you can be vocal about that, and all's good. You're in the right, man. We all want to play the game. It's a live, if it doesn't work on the live servers, man, that sucks. But Yeah. And the last thing I want to say about this is the developers don't have to let us play on the beta server. They don't need it. They don't need millions of people testing the game. They don't have to have that. They could make an exclusive club where it's just like GM plus globally and be like, 5,000, 10,000 players can play, and they would give them amazing data back to developers. They could totally make that decision where you submit your rank and like through your live account, and they only allow people above Grandmaster to keep the servers stable, and the people above Grandmaster will give the best data back to the game. They could totally do that. So please stop sending angry messages to Mortdog. Stop replying negatively on saying how this is ridiculous and unacceptable. Please, man, please get off Twitter. Try to, if you want to play TFT, try to play TFT. If it doesn't work, go do something else. The game will be live in 2 weeks. That's all I got. See ya.